Shabbat Shalom to all my friends in SW3 and beyond. You join me here in the beautiful town of Tetzaveh, a real example of how Orthodox Judaism, in its real sincere way, can live in perfect harmony with the rest of the citizens of whatever Tetzaveh and Newcastle has to offer. It's a beautiful place, and I recommend for a real uplifting weekend in sincere Judaism that you spend one Shabbos here, if you want. And if you really do want, please get in touch with the administrator and we can find hosts who will gladly have you and show you what Tetzaveh has to offer. But this is not an advertisement for Tetzaveh. This is about this week's Sidra, where Moses' name is not mentioned. For the entire 101 sentences, Moses' name is not mentioned. It's the only time his name isn't mentioned from the second he is born, in the first Sidra of the book of Exodus, until the very last Sidra in the Torah, V'zot HaBracha. He's mentioned every single week, countless times. This week, never. And the answer is manifold, but the one I want to share with you today is the answer why we also have this week, 9 weeks out of 10 in the year, 9 times out of 10 every year, the Shabbat Zachor, the weekend before Purim. Purim is famous for God's name not being mentioned in the whole story of Esther. And the reason is because the story of Esther happened by chance. By chance, the king kills his first wife. By chance, a Jewish girl is pronounced queen after they have the talent show of who can become the new queen. By chance, she happens to know that Haman the wicked wants to kill all the Jews, and by chance everything unfolds, and by chance the Jews are saved. Or is it? Well, God's name isn't mentioned, so one can look at it as if it is by chance. But if you look deep, of course God is the puppeteer. God is arranging and orchestrating everything. Nowadays, we don't have Moshe, the great leader in our lives, but he's still around. Even though his name isn't mentioned by name, we know that of course he was still there. And we look around places in the world, and we look around for godly places, and of course we have Jerusalem, and of course we have this place like Tetzaveh where it's prominent, Judaism. But even where we think there is no godliness, there is godliness everywhere. It is our job to look for it and find it within where we live and within ourselves. So this week I want to wish you a good Shabbos, whether or not you see the leadership of our people, whether or not you see God's hand in everything, or whether you just feel that it's there. Either way, you should be blessed. Good Shabbos.